Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be doing Sasuke's Eternal Mangekyo. No. Start that again. Sasuke's Final Chidori. Uh, oops. Anyway, it's his final Chidori. Not that many good images of this scene, which is very surprising. There's a good image of Naruto's final Rasengan, but there's one image of him kind of holding his hand up, and it's a bit blurry, but we'll do our best. So I am on a landscape orientation page. Use a pencil and hit your pause button if I go too fast. So we're going to start with his eyes, okay? So his hand is here with the Chidori going on pew, and because that's what it does, it goes pew, and on this side, and his head is on this side, okay? So you're kind of splitting your page in half, and Chidori over here, Sasuke's head here, okay? And we're going to start with the eyes. So we'll start with his closed eye, right? Because he's, you know, both of them have been fighting, so they've got like closed black eyes and stuff like that. So, right, so we'll just start here. We'll sort of curve a line down and over to here, right? So it's like his eyelashes, so you can like thicken this up a little bit. Like so. Okay. And this will have sort of lines coming around it, sort of, you know, because he's all beat up, it's been punched and stuff like that, so, you know, there'll be like scratches and things on it. And then we have the eyelid line that comes around that, so it's just like a line that comes across, down, like so. And then his eyebrow, so just above, right? So we just go, it's pretty flat because, you know, his eyes closed, it's not like raised up or anything. And you can thicken up this end like a little bit. So the end closer to the nose is always thicker. Okay, so one closed eye. So now the width of his eye, that's what you come over, and that's where we're going to start his next eye, okay? So the width of his closed eye will fit in between the two eyes, right? So that's when you start the next one. So you go up, bring it over the top, just a curved line, and you can thicken up the top eyelid usually. Sometimes there might be like an extra line or something just here, like an eyelash sort of line. Not always, but sometimes. And then this comes down the back, hooks down like so. And then we bring this over to there. And then his iris and his pupil inside, right? So curve it around. Depends on what type of eye you want to give him, of course. So curve around both sides, top and bottom of his eye cut off. So then we have his pupil right in the middle. And around that then you'll have his Sharingan or Mangekyo or whichever type of Sharingan you want to give him. Right, so I'll attempt the Mangekyo, but you know, it's a bit tricky with the Sharpie, it's so small. So we'll go these sorts of a star-like sort of thing is what we're going for, right? So it's like we've got these corners here, a rough sort of star. And it's all dark around these. Dark black, I mean. So we'll just try and make it as star-like as we can. And if you want, you can add some lines on the inside, but I won't, just because my Sharpie is too big. It won't be able for it. So anyway, I'll leave it there. So it's red on the inside, Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. Okay, moving on. So we'll add some more sort of lines coming around his eye. Like texture lines like across the other side. And then we have an eyelid line just here. Like so. And then his eyebrow, come across just here, and you thicken up this end. The end closest to his nose is always thicker. Like so. And again, you can add scratches or dot marks or whatever you want, just as much as you'd like on his face, any scratch marks or that. So his nostrils just down here then, like so, and then his mouth, so pretty flat, and then with downturned sort of edges, like so. Bottom lip line underneath, and then his chin line down here, so in the middle, so it comes across, up, pretty square sort of chin. Right, so proportions, eyes to nose, about the same as, well, eyebrows to nose. His head is tilted back, okay? So eyebrows to nose, about the same as nose to chin, okay? Nostrils, see, to eyebrow. So this eyebrow is slightly lower because his eye is closed. So we'll go from this eyebrow to nose, about the same as nose to chin. And then nose to bottom lip line, about the same as bottom lip line to chin. So there are your proportions for his face, roughly. And then we'll bring his jaw up the side. Like so, and then on the other side. Like so. And now we'll add those big Uchiha hair spikes. So, big one coming down here. Goes back up real far, like so, and then we got some short ones that come around his face here, and his eye, his fringe. This one comes down nearly to his nose. Go back up, down, up. And hair spike there. And one more coming along right down across his eye. This one actually covers some of his Mangekyo Sharingan. So you can color that. And then we go back up. That way, and then a big long one comes down the side of his head, right by his eye. So it like goes down here. Back up. Alright, so he has some like more scratch marks and stuff coming down his face. Blood and things coming down side of his mouth. Some more scratch marks on his cheeks. Like so, and right then I guess we'll do his neck and then the rest of his hair. So his neck comes down from his jaw, just here. And then down just from his jaw on this side, to there. And then the rest of those hair spikes, so coming out around here. Like so. Go around, start to go around the top of his head then, and there's similar on this side, a few spikes here. Like so. Bringing it up like this. And then we start to go around the top of his head, okay? This one goes diagonal like so. And bring it down, back out, down. It's kind of a double. And this comes up, down, out, down, small one, into there. Like so. Right, so then the collar, his collar, so we'll go like that. And then it comes down to here. Then another line similar to that one comes down to here, and they meet his zipper just there. And then the other side will do pretty much the same thing. So it goes, well, slightly different actually. It's a bit wider, like this, there, and then we have another line. Goes up like so. And then this will go back down behind his neck to there. And this side will do the same, back behind his neck. I'm going to add like an extra line for his zip, just there. Another line on this side as well, just sort of tracing the line we drew first. That, and then we have his collarbone on the inside here. Going that way. Neck muscle, neck muscle. He has an inside of his collar here as well, actually, just there. So if you go over a collarbone line or anything, you can just erase that. Trapezius there. He doesn't have a chest muscle line, but we'll add it because I think he should have one. So he doesn't have one in the picture, and maybe like an Adam's apple line there as well. And there is some scratch marks and things on him, you know, various places. And then his shoulder, out, down, digging through. And there, and then we'll go shoulder line. On this side, we'll go out, down to about here. Then I think we'll have a bump. And then this will go down a bit further, down to here somewhere. Right, so the hand, our hand is here, okay? We've got like fold lines and stuff on his clothing just here. Like, and maybe like the starts of his sleeve coming out over towards the hand there. And he's got like a tear on his clothing. just there, and you get like color dark inside. Add some more dirt and scratches and things. Right, now we'll do the hand. So, hands are tricky, always take your time. Hit pause a lot. So the thumb here. Curve line there. Starts to come down into here. Curve it around for the top of the thumb. And then this curves back up a little bit more. And then we'll have thumbnail inside here. Like so, up and around there. Okay. And then this back of his thumb will come down. Around to there. Like so, right? So he's in an awkward sort of hand position. He's doing this sort of thing, right? So his index finger will come from the thumb, connects to the thumb here. So we go diagonal, and then we sort of bend it up like so, out to here. And then this will go down around the top of his index finger up to there. And then we curve line like so. There, there, there. That line there. And then maybe another like skin line on the bottom. So then his next finger comes out from here, go up, change direction down, change direction again, go down for his middle finger, curve it around, like so. And then curve line here, little skin, curve line there. And then next finger comes out there, comes down, like so, and curve it around, and open under there. You can add some fingernails as well if you want. Well, you should. Fingernails here, like so. Often they don't close the top, but 1, 2, how many do we have? 4, right? So add another fingernail just in here, and then little finger out, curves down, around, back up to there, like so. So now, the bottom of his hand, okay, so it like comes across from the thumb, so it'll go sort of down. In the middle of his hand is here, so we got like this curving line, this bumping sort of line like this, and this will go down around the other side. Like there, and then we got like all these hand lines. And then we'll bring his arm sort of coming down off the bottom of the page, right? So it'll come somewhere here maybe. Coming down this way. Curve out like so. And then the other side of it will come down that way somewhere. Maybe the bottom of this hand should be a little bit bigger. Sorry now. I'm kind of making this up from my head, and I know you shouldn't do that, but it isn't in the picture because it's covered by the Chidori, so I'm just going to maybe bring this line down like a little bit lower, maybe down towards, I'm looking at my own hand here, maybe down, yeah, this looks a bit better, down under his little finger, down to there, and then that should come around for his, yeah, that's better. It just needed to be lower, see? So, yeah, and then you can do wrist bones sort of in here. Okay, so sorry about that, but I had to figure that one out myself. So it looks a bit better anyway. Right, okay. So, Chidori lines, so lots of sort of spiking, zigzag sort of lines coming all the way around, right? So like just lots of this sort of stuff, okay? Going around in a sort of radial pattern. It goes down and off the page there on me. And then, yeah, we'll just keep going. And in his final Chidori in the anime, there's like, you know, like lots of different sort of lines on it, but it's done with lighting effects, right? It's not sort of drawn in. So I'll just do standard sort of Chidori. But sometimes what you can do is you can add sort of black sort of sections around, right? So like these sorts of orbs or blackness sort of inside the Chidori. It seems like there's 3 sections to it. There's like an outside lightning, an inside lightning, and then this black stuff on the inside. So we'll just add this main one and then maybe some black on the inside, and that'll do, because it's not sort of drawn like this in the manga, you know, it's pretty different. So the animators use digital effects and lighting effects when they're coloring their images, so makes it kind of difficult for us to draw an accurate final Chidori. But I think it's like this in the manga anyway, so we're actually like more accurate. So we have sort of some blobs of light coming off, sort of energy, sparks, you know. And then these sorts of dark bits on the inside. Like so. And some of these go over his hand, but I won't go over his hand because then we won't see his hand. So I'll just add little bits so you get a general idea or a sense of what we're aiming for. Okay. And then light and orbs and things coming out and around. All around. Some black in here. Right. But I think I'll have to leave it here. That is how to draw Sasuke's final Chidori. So sorry about the hand, I had to move it down a bit, my bad. And I hope the Mangekyo wasn't too tricky, but just because it's so small, it's hard to do with a Sharpie. Anyway, there he is. Hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.